fishy, fishy, fishy. About 5 for each. Pretty good. Tonight, a special Fishing with Liz. From surprises to scrapes, mosquito bites, even a slap to the face. No, it's not the WWE. I ditched the suit for waders and follow the journey of the Arkansas channel cat, where they're born, raised, and how they're reeling in young anglers.
That's what you're looking for.
The excitement.
That is huge.
The smiles.
Hey, Liz, fishy, fishy, fishy.
The thrill of reeling in a big one. It's what Arkansas Game and Fish Derbies and community ponds are all about.
This is our first fish to catch, too.
But ever wonder where these catfish come from?
Okay, you're probably going to have to help me.
Oh. I did, and went to great lengths to find out.
They're so bunched up on your legs.
It all begins here, Fishing with Liz, at the Joe Hogan Fish Hatchery in Lone Oak.
All the catfish that we're stocking in all the fishing derbies all over the state, all 4 corners of the state, they're all starting in this pond and in that pond over there.
Oh, it's smushy. Jason Miller.
Okay, I'm going to hold on to you, because if I go down, you're going with me.
Okay.
Is the hatchery manager.
Every 2 to 3 days we'll check them, and in this pond we've got 50 cans out right now. The other pond I think we've got 100, 110, something like that.
The cans, old-fashioned 10-gallon milk jugs, submersed in murky water. For Miller, from mid-May to the end of June, this is his life.
I'm just going to ease it up a little bit. I want you to stick your hand in here.
Are you sure there's not a snake or a snapping turtle?
I promise there's not a snake in it.
You see, during spawning, the milk jugs are home to male and female channel catfish.
Oh, they're just eggs.
Okay. No
It's
fish?
just eggs, no
Oh,
fish.
that's not fair.
The huge yellow clumps, what Miller is after. In my hand, 20,000 plus eggs just from one catfish alone. One by one,
If one hung around during all that noise, I'd be surprised.
we collect the eggs. But sometimes,
I think we got a fish.
a surprise. After working up some courage
Do I put my hand in there and lip them?
Or grab him by the tail.
and a strategy,
Hold him real tight. I mean, as tight as you can hold him. As tight as you can hold him.
That's as tight as I could hold them.
a monster cat.
Yeah.
But now,
We don't have a shortage of places to look for one.
back to work.
These have been in for about 3 or 4 days.
Bringing the eggs inside. With 24 hatching troughs, Miller says they can hold roughly 2.5 million eggs.
Between May and June, how many eggs will come in and out of the hatchery?
About 6 million.
These paddle wheels mimic the action of the male catfish's tail, fanning the nest, keeping them oxygenated. It only takes about 4 or 5 days for them to hatch out. The darker the color, the older the eggs.
You can actually see the fry inside there. You can see the eyes. You can see blood vessels. So they're really, really close to hatching.
Once they do,
These are just considered drown tanks.
they're moved
what we call
across the
swim-up
room,
fry,
where they'll
which
stay
are-
for 5 to 6 days.
These guys right now are probably somewhere around 14 or 15,000 fish per pound. And then when we get ready to move them, they'll be right around 10,000 per pound. So you get to, kind of monitor their growth.
About 10 days total inside before they're back into the ponds or to another hatchery to be raised. In all, Miller says it takes about 2 years for catfish to become a catchable size.
Once they get to that food size fish where we're stocking the derbies and the family and community ponds, they're seined with a 1,200-foot seine. The guys will go all the way around the pond, pull it with tractors, and load them on the trucks and go down the road.
Miller says they stock up to 115,000 a year.
Oh, I love that. I mean, our highlight of our year is when the kids come out to our derby. We get to see 600 or 700 kids come out. A lot of them catch their first fish at our hatchery derby.
Memories made on the shore and in the water. Yeah, it got me there. Well, the Joe Hogan Fish Hatchery is the largest and one of the oldest state-owned hatcheries in the United States. So, when you want to go? You ready to go, Iona?
I passed. That is not
I
for
think
me.
Ed wants to go, right?
That would have grossed me out. I couldn't have done it.
It was a lot of fun. Well, we have a look ahead at what's coming up in sports.